Welcome to English Now. Take a deep breath, relax, and get ready to train your brain in English. This is slow English listening. Relax and train your brain. In this session, you won't just listen. You'll think in English. You'll follow natural speech, calm rhythm, and everyday expressions, all designed to help your mind process English smoothly and clearly. You already speak English well, but now it's time to polish your fluency, sharpen your comprehension, and build confidence in real conversations. Before we begin, take a moment to check the first pinned comment below. There, you'll find a special ebook called Train Your Advanced English, Fluency in Practice. It's a deep guide created to help you go beyond listening, to train your mind for real fluency. Download it, keep it with you, and use it along with these sessions to improve even faster. Now, find a quiet place, sit back, or maybe take a short walk. Focus your attention. Let the English flow naturally through your mind. You don't need to translate. Just feel the rhythm, the sound, and the meaning. Let's begin. Today's topic, living in the moment. Many people think fluency is only about words and grammar. But true fluency is also about presence. When you listen in English, your brain learns best when it's calm, focused, and open. If you're distracted or stressed, your mind starts translating, and you lose the natural connection to the language. So as you listen now, let go of the need to understand every word. Instead, focus on the feeling. Focus on the message. You'll notice that your understanding grows naturally, without effort. Imagine yourself sitting in a park, hearing the birds, feeling the wind, and listening to English around you. Your brain relaxes. It absorbs. It learns in silence. That's how you train your fluency, not by pressure, but by presence. Let's take a moment. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now listen carefully. When you live in the moment, your mind becomes lighter. You stop judging yourself for mistakes. You simply listen, speak, and enjoy the process. And this mindset changes everything, not only in English, but in your daily life too. When you are present, your communication becomes natural. Your words flow. Your thoughts connect. You stop thinking, "Am I saying this right?" and start feeling, "I'm saying this clearly." That's what today's session is about. Connecting your mind, your emotions, and your English. Let's keep going. When you train your mind to stay calm while listening, you build deep understanding, the kind that stays with you. It's not just about hearing words, it's about feeling what they mean. Fluency grows in silence, in focus, in repetition. Think about how you learned your first language. You didn't study grammar first. You listened. You connected sounds with feelings, moments, and actions. That's what you're doing again now, but consciously. Your brain is powerful. When you listen slowly, it starts recognizing patterns, rhythm, tone, and flow. These are the invisible parts of language that create real fluency. They're not written in books, but they live in sound. Let's do a short focus practice. Listen to this sentence and repeat it silently in your mind. Every time I listen calmly, my English becomes stronger. Now again. Every time I listen calmly, my English becomes stronger. Feel how your brain reacts. There's no pressure, just rhythm. This calm repetition helps build automatic fluency, where you think and respond naturally. Now imagine a real conversation. You're talking to someone in English, maybe a colleague, maybe a friend. You're not rushing. You're not translating. You're just there in the moment. You listen, you understand, you reply with ease. That's the power of training like this. Slow listening creates fast thinking. Because when your brain gets used to understanding slow, clear English, it can later handle fast speech much better. It's like athletes who train with resistance. They build strength slowly so they can move quickly when it counts. Fluency is a mental muscle. And right now you're exercising it. Let's slow down again. Take a breath. Listen to these simple ideas. Fluency is not speed. Fluency is flow. Fluency is comfort in expression. When you truly believe that, learning becomes lighter. You start enjoying English instead of chasing perfection. You stop focusing on mistakes and start focusing on connection. That's how real progress happens, through calm, consistent exposure. You might notice that some sentences sound familiar, even if you can't explain why. That's your subconscious learning. It's storing rhythm, structure, and meaning without you forcing it. That's how babies learn. That's how you're learning again, naturally. Let's try a short reflection moment. Think silently. What helps me relax while listening in English? Maybe it's your environment. Maybe it's breathing. Maybe it's realizing you don't have to be perfect. Whatever it is, keep that feeling. Because relaxation is the secret to real learning. Now, listen to these affirmations. Repeat them softly in your mind. I understand English easily. I think clearly in English. I'm calm when I listen. My fluency grows every day. Each time you repeat these ideas, your brain reinforces the habit of confidence. And that confidence turns into natural speech. This is not magic, it's training. And every session you complete rewires your brain for clarity, patience, and precision. Let's move forward with that energy. Keep breathing slowly. Keep listening deeply. We'll continue exploring how calm listening transforms your English. Let's go deeper into the idea of connection. Language is not only words, it's emotion, rhythm, and trust between people. When you speak English, you're not just transferring information, you're sharing energy. And people feel that. When your mind is calm, your tone becomes softer, clearer, and more confident. Even if you forget a word, your message still arrives, because your energy is steady. That's what native speakers do naturally. They don't speak perfectly all the time. They speak comfortably. Let's focus on that word, comfort. Comfort creates confidence. Confidence creates fluency. Now, imagine again. You're talking with someone, Maybe during a walk, maybe over coffee. You're listening closely. You're not worried about mistakes. You're simply connecting. That's real English in action. Relaxed, human, alive. When you train with slow English listening, your brain adapts. It stops treating English as a school subject. It starts treating it as part of who you are. That shift changes everything. Let's take another slow breath together. Inhale through your nose. Exhale slowly through your mouth. Now listen carefully. When you breathe with awareness, you also listen with awareness. Your hearing sharpens. Your memory improves. You catch small details. How a word rises, how a sound blends, how emotions shape sentences. That's the beauty of listening slowly. You start noticing what you used to miss. Now, let's practice attention. Listen to this short phrase. Every sound teaches me something. Every sound teaches me something. That's true. Every sound, every tone, every pause helps you grow. Even silence between words has meaning. In English, pauses are powerful. They give space to emotion. They help you understand not only the words, but the feeling behind them. Let's reflect for a moment. Think about a time when you spoke English and felt truly comfortable. Maybe it was during travel. Maybe during a meeting. Maybe just talking with a friend online. Remember that feeling. That calm, open energy. That's fluency. Fluency is not about speaking fast. It's about feeling free. You can feel free in English when your thoughts and emotions flow together. And that happens when you stop judging yourself and start listening with curiosity. So as you listen now, imagine you're exploring English like music. Every voice, every word has rhythm. You don't need to analyze it. You just need to feel it. Now repeat quietly. I understand English naturally. I trust my brain to learn. I let English flow through me. Each repetition builds new pathways in your mind. This is how fluency becomes natural, not by force, but by trust. As you keep listening today, notice how peaceful your thoughts become. You're training attention. You're strengthening focus. And you're proving to yourself that fluency isn't about perfection. It's about connection, calm, and clarity. Now let's go a little further. Let's keep moving deeper into awareness. Fluency begins in your mind, but it grows through emotion and rhythm. When you feel the sound, your memory becomes stronger. When you listen with emotion, you remember without effort. Imagine standing by the ocean. You hear the waves, slow and steady. That rhythm, rise and fall, is the same rhythm of natural English. Speech flows like water. It moves, pauses, changes direction, and never forces itself. You don't need to control it, you only need to join it. Now, listen to these words slowly and repeat them silently. I flow with English like water. I listen with peace. I understand naturally. Calm repetition builds deep fluency. Each time you hear and repeat with awareness, your brain connects sound with meaning. That's why slow listening is powerful. It lets your mind build solid foundations. Sometimes we rush, hoping to get results quickly. But real progress happens when you slow down enough to notice the details. That's when you start hearing things others miss: stress, tone, emotion, flow. You start understanding English not only with your ears, but with your whole being. Now imagine your future self, confident, fluent, relaxed while speaking English. You're not thinking about grammar. You're not trying to sound perfect. You're just communicating. Your words flow easily because you've trained your brain to relax and respond. Every minute of slow, focused listening moves you closer. Close your eyes if you can. Picture yourself in a calm place, maybe a quiet cafe, a beach, or your favorite room. Someone speaks English to you. You listen. Their words come clearly. You understand effortlessly. You smile and reply with ease. You don't think, you feel the right words. That's fluency. That's your goal. Stay with that image. Let your mind believe it's already true. Because the more you imagine success, the more your brain aligns with it. You're not forcing learning, you're living it. Now listen to these thoughts. My English grows when I'm relaxed. My focus becomes sharper each day. Every session strengthens my confidence. Say them softly or just think them with intention. When people speak English, they communicate not just with words, but with tone and pause. The same sentence can sound kind, excited, or serious, depending on how it's said. By listening slowly, you train your ear to hear those invisible emotions. That's advanced listening. For example, I'm fine. Now imagine it said happily. Then imagine it said sadly. Then imagine it said politely, but not honestly. The same words, but different meanings. That's what fluent listeners understand naturally. They don't just hear, they feel what's really being said. That's emotional fluency, and it's as important as grammar. So as you continue this practice, remind yourself that your goal isn't to understand every word, it's to understand the whole message. When you start feeling the message, your English becomes alive. Now repeat in your mind. I listen slowly. I think clearly. I speak freely. Each line has rhythm. That beat gives English its natural flow. You're syncing your mind to that rhythm. You're doing the same as musicians do, training through repetition and feeling. How can you bring this calm listening into your life? Maybe while walking. Maybe while cooking. Every moment can be training if you listen with awareness. Presence turns ordinary moments into powerful practice. I learn every time I listen. English is part of my life. Fluency grows naturally. Notice your breathing. Notice how calm you feel. That's where real learning happens. Stay there. Let the words move softly through your thoughts. Because that connection is the foundation of true fluency. The more I listen, the more I understand. The more I understand, the more I connect. The more I connect, the more natural I become. You're training your brain not just to learn English, but to think in English. That transformation is happening now, quietly, with every minute of focus. Breathe and keep listening. As you keep listening, feel how much more natural English sounds to you now. Your brain is adapting, connecting rhythm, tone, and meaning without effort. Each minute of calm attention builds stronger fluency than hours of forced study. You're not just learning, you're transforming the way you experience the language. Remember, fluency is not perfection, it's connection. Every mistake teaches you something. Every word you hear leaves a small trace in your memory. Step by step, your understanding deepens. So keep this mindset. Slow down, breathe, and listen. Let the words move through you, not around you. Trust that your mind is doing the work, even in silence. Soon, you'll notice that English feels lighter, smoother, and more natural every day. If you enjoyed this session, take a second to leave a like and subscribe to English Now. More calm listening, more focus, more fluency, it's all waiting for you here. See you in the next session.